Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you have to be located on this succulent planet we humans call Earth, I hope you are having a majestic day, evening, or night, wherever you're located. Welcome to my channel. Today, the topic deals exclusively with Blender. On some of my presentations, the topic can cover various 3D package, no matter what you're using. But today, it's just a whole 100% Blender related issues. Now, it may not be 100% Blender related because I'm talking about modifiers. And I'm sure every 3D package had their modifiers. And we all know the modifiers from one package to the next, they basically perform the same operation to varying degrees. Today, my topic is about, again, water simulation. Let me go back on my water simulation. I made a video on this, so that's why I'm not going to go through the whole dynamics of how to make it. I'm going to play it so you can see that it does simulate a moving fluid. It's not perfect, but it simulates a fluid. The thing, and with my technique, if you watch my earlier videos, you can increase or decrease the speed of your fluid to simulate various weather patterns here on Earth. On this little presentation, the sea is moving sort of calm, so it may be a nice, beautiful, sunny day wherever it's located on the ocean. Also, I'm not going to be worrying about the foam. Some YouTube channels worry about the foam coming out the water. And deep ocean, I can be wrong, but I'm talking about the deep ocean. I don't think the ocean be making a lot of foam. When you come more and more inland, especially when you get to the seashore, you know how it be turbulent when the ocean hits the sand. But out there in that deep ocean, I don't think that. I can be wrong, somebody correct me. But in the deep ocean, when I be watching them shows about Shark Week or whatever, I look at the ocean, I don't see the water turning and making foam all over the place because the ocean is deep. So, this simulation, you can make it for a low poly scene, which I have it as now. And if you want to take it up a notch, I'm sure you can make it look high poly. You see I have my ocean looking low poly, but with them shaders and whatnot, you can make the ocean look, you can make it look more like the way an ocean really look. I just color it blue to simulate the ocean. So I said, my topic is, now, in all the videos I've seen about the ocean, I watched a few, I have never seen a boat on it. Have you? And I've never seen a boat moving with the currents. That's my topic. That's my theme for the day. I want to have a boat or some type of ocean artifact, and I want to show you how to make it, sort of simulate the up and down, left and right motions of the ocean. So let's dive right in. I'm going to show you my boat first, and you're going to see my boat is, for the most part, simulating the flow of the currents. Now, you can tweak it. I'm not interested in that. I'm just going to give you the idea. You can tweak it. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to zoom into my motion. And you see, look at that. Now, my frame is only from 0 to 241. But it is moving with the currents. The currents are moving to the left. And the boat is moving to the left. I don't need to be perfect yet. I can get into that later. I was just happy to see that I can get that boat, to approximate my currents. Now, I can make it shift left or right, with rotation. I can do that with rotation. But for the most part, it's hard to make your boat flow with that current like it is now. Even though it's low poly. You see it's flowing. You see how, look, it's like it's going back and forth with the currents. I just got to use the rotation stuff, but that's easy. This how I did it, good people. This is how I got that boat to move with the currents. And it's right there with them. Well, it's not with the modifiers, it's dealing with the constraints. I had to come over here, click on my constraint. What is it called? I'm not showing the name of it. But you have to click on that constraint button. It's the button that look like it has a gear going around a large circle with a hole in it and a little tiny blue circle. On mine it's blue. It's gonna be a different color. I clicked on constraint. Did I want to help here? Let me stop it. See, now I took off the constraint. The boat is not moving. You see, it's completely stationary. No moving in the boat because I took off that constraint. I went up here to my constraint property button. Right now it's not showing me the actual name of it. I don't know why. But constraint. Where it says add object constraint, you click on that. And the one I chose was the shrink wrap. Shrink wrap. Then you have to go up here to target. My target is called water. So I click on my target. I choose water. And there you see it is moving with the flow of the current. Not perfectly. You know I have to make adjustments to it. But it's the current is moving to the left. And my boat is being pulled to the left. Against its will. I want to add another shape that I put in here. I add a raft. Let's see if the raft show up. Here's my raft. It's right here. And the raft is even better than the boat. And I'm gonna do this again. You have to come down here to your constraint tab. Let me click back on that raft. Take it. I'm gonna take it off the shrink wrap. You see it's not moving. Look at my raft. I don't have no constraint on it. It's two distinct objects. On my boat, I stopped that too. Let me click back on my boat and put that constraint back on there because I want to keep it moving. I'll go up here to water and there. And it's in the water too. It's part of the actual little scene. Now let me click on my little raft right here. I clicked on my raft. You click on add object constraint. I choose shrink wrap. I'll go up here to target. I choose water. And you can mess with the distance. You see like the distance. You see what I did with the distance. You can make adjustments to the distance, but I just leave it at 0. But you see, even when I adjust the distance, let me move out some. The distance is set for 4 attempts. But I'm gonna put it back to 0. It's back when it's a 0. It perfectly. Here's my raft. You see, it's like it's flowing. It's bobbing up and down. Look at that. Realistic. When that little wave went down, it goes down. When the wave goes up, look at it right there. Look at the raft. See, that's realistic. The rotation part is easy. You can do that easy. But the main thing for me, dear people, was can I make it so I can get my boat and my raft to be nearly a part of the water. Now with that shrink wrap modifier, which is an underappreciated modifier and constraint. I'm gonna say it again. The shrink wrap modifier. I know how to use it. I'm gonna make a video about that on a modifier. And as a constraint, shrink wrap does not get no love. But now you can see if I have any object and I want my secondary object to move along with it, use shrink wrap. Look at that. Look at that raft. It's beautiful. Like I said, the rotation part, you can cover that easy. Because, you know, when something is in the water, the rotation is not going to be abrupt. You know, it's slight rotations. Slight rotations left and right. You can easily add that and blend it. Slight rotation left and right. But it's hard to make it flow with this simulated current. You see my current, like I said earlier, is moving to the left. My raft and boat are both moving to my left. When the wave go down, the boat and the wave go down. Because, you know, the boat is a little bit bigger. The boat is bigger than the raft, so the raft can easily follow the flow of that particular, you know, that wave. So thank you for stopping by. I hope this is giving you some insights into it when you make a water scene, a lava scene or whatever, and you have an object in it, you now have some ideas how to make it seem like your object is part of that flow. Use the shrink wrap constraint, which is greatly underappreciated, but today I gave it a lot of love today. I hope, Blender family, you got some insights, because on Blender, let's be real, there are not a lot of videos with water in it. They may be pouring water into a cup, but there are not a lot of scenes with ocean and objects in the ocean. And I'm not talking about natural occurring objects like sharks, fish, because you know they have their own movements. But when you have a man-made objects like a boat, a raft, a piece of wood, and if it's not under some type of power, it flows with the currents. You see, my objects are flowing with the currents. Thank you for stopping by. As I like to say, Blender family, you see, I had the appetite to learn. I'm over 40. Over 40. I still had the hunger to learn. Even though this is my hobby, it's a hobby that I enjoy. So I hope it's a hobby that you enjoy, whether you're a beginner or advanced. If you're a beginner, keep pushing forward, because we always started off a beginner. When I first started with Blender 2.76, I would never thought of this idea. But now, since I'm more using Blender for years, ideas pop up to my mind. Like today, the object popped up to my mind. How can I get an object to flow with my water? Now I know, to make it look more realistic. Until the next time, Blender family, 3D family, peace.